So we grew last week a lot, and I figure it's about time for me to formally introduce myself to you, give you the heart behind the channel, but also kind of tell you what's happening over the next 5 months. First, I just want to say thank you. Seriously, you watching this right now, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, a lot of times I'm going around doing these things and not everybody has availability to go on these adventures. And so knowing that you guys are with me makes me feel like I'm not like by myself. But thank you guys for liking, subscribing, watching the videos, putting them on the background, whatever you do. Thank you so much because it means the world to me. So let me tell you a little bit more about the heart of the channel itself. Honestly, there's two things that come to my mind when I'm thinking of it. The first thing is I love going on adventures and bringing people with me. It's one of the most favorite things I like to do, whether it's Africa, Jordan, all these other places. I just think it's a lot of fun. And this is one way where I can take a lot of people on adventures. I can take you guys with me to see the world, to see little cool things. Now, yes, we go to Busch Gardens a lot. Like it's my home park. I love theme parks. So probably like 80% or 70% of all the content that we have will be theme parks. You know, some of my favorite vloggers are the ones that make you feel like you are right there, that you are just a bunch of friends hanging out. You know, sometimes you can't go on adventures because they're working, you're sick, you have homework or whatever it is, but through YouTube, through videos, through some of the vloggers, you can escape, you know, you can just kind of chill and relax. And so that's kind of the goal, of the first goal of this channel. Also, you know, we're gonna check on Big Bad Wolf because anytime we ride the train, we gotta look at it. Not that there's always gonna be anything new on there, but we gotta take a gander, you know? Would you just look at it? Now, what I will say is we don't just do theme parks, we do other things. The other 20%, 30% is us doing like fun adventures outside of theme parks, just to let you know as we go to our next area. So goal number 2 in this freezing winterland of Busch Gardens right now is to capture memories with friends and family. You know, I had a health scare a little bit ago, and so therefore I was like, man, I want to be able to like give a gift. And for me, I love giving the gift of memories. This channel actually started out in 2012. It was called Dragonfire. It was a whole different thing. But it always captured a lot of memories with people and just little events. It was more like montages. But then last year I was like, you know what? How do I be intentional about it? How do I invite friends? How do we share things? And how do we combine roller coasters, people that I love, and bring people along for the journey, all this stuff together, and it just made sense to do a YouTube channel. Okay, so what are we doing? What's coming up these next 5 months? I'm really excited, I'm pumped up because we're doing a lot of extraordinary things. The first thing is we're going on the Carnival ship. I'm a little nervous. I've never been on a Carnival ship before. I am loyal to Royal, and we will see what's going on. But the cool thing is it leaves Norfolk, which is like near my house, and so therefore, it makes sense. I don't have to do all the whole travel plans and stuff like that, or like fly to the port so we can get there. I can just leave pretty much, have my mom drop me off, and then we'll be good to go. Also, Mom, if you're watching, please drop me off at that port if you can. But we're going with a couple of friends that you may have seen from the Dollywood video or some road trip stuff from before, and that should be pretty fun. We're going to Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic, and Bahamas. And so we're gonna be vlogging that and inviting you guys for the journey and for the adventure, if you will, for that one. Also, from there, we're gonna be going to LA 2 weeks later. We're into LA. We're gonna be visiting a lot of my old theme parks I used to go to a lot: Disneyland, California Adventure, Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, oh gosh, Legoland, and SeaWorld. So we're gonna try to tackle all those in a week. So we're gonna see how my back holds up, but nonetheless, a lot of my season passes get me there. So for the most part, it shouldn't be too bad. So you're gonna meet some of my friends from California, which would be pretty cool, and that would be pretty fun. And then we're gonna go do it live, which is like the third thing that's coming up. We're going to 16 different theme parks in 1 month. 1 month, 16 different theme parks. It's gonna be crazy. And I feel like I picked the best year to do that because, I mean, Siren's Curse is coming out. You have Top Thrill Dragster 2, hopefully it is working. You have, what is that new ride in Canada's Wonderland? And you're gonna be meeting some of the other YouTubers that I have a huge respect for. And so we're gonna be doing a lot of fun things on that trip. But we're gonna be going live in May, and I'm gonna need your help because I don't know these parks. 10 of them I've never been to. 10 of them I've never been to. And so I'm not gonna go, I don't wanna go in too blind, but I also wanna know like what are rides to avoid. Since I have back problems, maybe you can help me figure out like, hey, ride these 4, avoid these ones, whatever it is. We're gonna go on a giant live together and we're gonna tackle each of the different parks and get your advice on stuff. So definitely be sure to stay out for that. But nonetheless, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in on this whole process. It's been really cool to see how we've grown over the past like week. but also over the past year and a half to make this happen. And so some people have asked, like, how do I support you if I want to support you? And so you can feel free to check out our Patreon. The Patreon page is a one way that if you want to give monthly or anything else, you're more than welcome to do that. Just a heads up, I haven't posted anything on there because I created it and then like I changed jobs and everything was crazy. But this summer I plan on actually focusing on it and giving you a lot more exclusive content. So if you're like, hey, I don't care, I just want to support you in this, then feel free to do that. Just know and expect I'm not going to be posting anything right now until, well, maybe I will, I don't know, until maybe the summer starts. And so in the summer, that's when I have more time. I get summers off, which is really cool and amazing. And that's why I'm able to do a lot of these big trips. And so there'll be a lot more information on that. But also you can just like, subscribe, and share a lot of the stuff that we do by you watching an ad, whatever it is, like watch time. I have a friend that's like, hey, I put your videos in the background while while my dogs are barking and everything else, just, just to kind of give them a little thing. And then, but that helps out too. Like whatever you want to do, it helps and it's amazing. And so nonetheless, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. Thanks for letting me introduce myself and hang out with you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching all the way through. And here are some other videos that you can check out while you're here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.